Hello everyone and welcome to the second day of National Library Week celebrations 2020. Today, today's session on design thinking and design thinking for the library, innovation and ideas. I need not tell about Mr. Mehboob Hussain because he is a dynamic and a very well-known person for VIT students. Now, I would like to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Mehboob Hussain, in charge IEDC of VIT. Now, session is handed over to the Hussain. Sir, please continue, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for inviting me, for today's session, and I'm very much happy to share some sort of knowledge about design thinkings on library, especially on the eve of National Library Week 2020. So today, I'm going to discuss about some design thinking concepts exclusively for library, and guys, after that, whatever you have learned on today's session, you are going to apply the knowledge for ideas and innovation contest. So without any late, I am going to share my screen. So I hope my screen is visible to you, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So once again, thank you very much, Dr. Rajara Garu, librarian of Vision of Technology, for inviting for today's talk on design thinking for library. See, so today's session will be for 30 minutes to explain you about what is design thinking and how to apply this design thinking learnings for innovations and ideas towards the library. So first of all, I would like to say this session consists of two parts. One is design thinking for library and ideas and innovation contest. So in this session, I am going to explain 5 things. One is, let's get started about exploring the world's huge library and what are the various services provided there and what are the different items available. As well, design thinking for customer delights. Why some ideas, solutions, products never fails. And also I am going to tell you in very short about some successful stories. That is nothing but listening to some successful stories, and we really get whenever we learn some sort of successful stories, whenever we came to library and reading about some sort of successful stories, we get some sort of inspiration. So those impressions is some sort of reason for not to quit and restart again where we left out. And finally, design thinking for library, and I am going to share some sort of interesting topics. Robots in library, it's possible. And then the contest begins here. Share your ideas, innovation from whatever we have discussed so far today. Let us start like this. And first of all, I am going to explain you about the world's huge library and what are the various services offered and items, because we are celebrating a 1 week National Library Day celebrations. So in this point of view, I would like to show the world's largest library. It's nothing but the Library of Congress. This is the largest library in the world, which is located in Washington DC, and there is a huge contents of books available there, images available there, audio books and whatnot, everything available. Nearly 167 million items available there in Library of Congress. This is the world largest library in the world. See, the infrastructure wide, it has been designed in a circular fashion to get all sort of information, and we have many technology equipped libraries in the world along with this Library of Congress. So as per your interest, you can check it out on internet. See, now I am jumping to design thinking for customer delights. Really, we need to understand why some ideas, solutions, products never fails in the market. So try to understand when we are talking about the market. So market is nothing but like selling the items or serving something like with the technology. So where it comes from? Everything start from the thinking process, and now we are dealing with this design thinking processes for all innovations and startups. See, when we discussing about the design thinking process, we must like understood some sort of terminologies like empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and testing. So these are very much important while starting a particular development process to generate some sort of solution for an problem. So always think like this: when there is a problem, there will be a solution. So finding out the problem is very much important. How to get the problem statements, how to identify this is a problem and we need to give the solution. These 5 things are very much important. Key points for design thinking process. First one is empathize. We empathize is nothing but we need to be very empathy. We need to show empathy with our users, and defining what exactly our user needs and what exactly their problems are and what are our insights to solve that problem. Ideation. Ideation is nothing but what are the challenging assumptions and how creating ideas for innovative solutions. See, whenever the students, like we have already participated in Smart India Hackathon, there we have 300 plus problem statements. Those problem statements are identified by various ministries, various organizations, various universities, various companies, industries, because there is very high potential in students. They can solve any problem by their thinking mindsets. So we need to think out how to solve this problem. Whatever the learnings we are learning from our engineering studies, we can apply that. And coming to the prototype, so whatever we are trying to do, we can start creating solutions in a small model, basic models, and trial runs will be done using the prototypes, and then testing all the solutions whether it is feasible or sustainable or not. So guys, empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test are very much important in design thinking process. I will share some sort of interesting story in a short talk. For example, if you are traveling in a bus, a old lady enters into the bus. What exactly empathize is? You can understand her pain so that you can offer a seat. This is nothing but empathy. Understanding the problem or understanding the needs of the user is nothing but the empathy. See, in this picture, you can see some interesting point. What you observe here, a middle class family traveling on a moped, a bike, along with 4 members. See, 4 members are traveling on the same bike. So if you see this scene, we can able to see the scene on roads regularly while we traveling on roads. But we never think why they are traveling like that, what may be the solution we can provide. But in Bangalore, when this scene has been captured by an excellent fellow, he has started thinking what may be the best solution we can provide to make them easy for traveling without risk. So the people are traveling 4 members, 5 members at a time, we can also able to see the 6 members. But what is the solution for this? To leading a happy life. Ratan Tata, he is the fellow who has identified the particular situation on the roads of Bangalore when he saw a family traveling with 4 members on a bike. Nowadays the bike costs around 60 to 80, 90,000. So he planned to design a small type of a car We all knows that is nothing but nano car from Tata Products. So this is the solution he has given for a small family with a low budget. Within 1 lakh and 1.5 lakh we can able to travel in this car. The thing is whether it is a successful or failure, this is a different case, but thinking a particular solution which gives the proper solution to a problem is very much important in design thinking. Likewise, we are in our institute, we are roaming on the roads and we are seeing many if you can able to see particular problem, we can also provide the solution for that. So these traveling peoples on bikes are now traveling on nano cars with very less amount of the budget. This is one example. So what we learn here, someone can see the empty space but others see the opportunity. So where there is an problem, there is an opportunity. Later there will be a solution. So try to grab the opportunity by finding the problems to create the solution. This is an important point in design thinking. So there will be risk. Definitely there will be a risk while thinking about the new ideas and innovations. When we take the calculated risk, we can move forward. And here, how the people has been successful. Some of the inspirational reasons for not to quit and restart. You know this guy, right? Jeff Bezos. His full name is Jeffrey Preston Bezos. He is well known for the American internet aerospace entrepreneur, and he is a media proprietor and investor, and he is very much well known as the founder of Amazon. I hope guys everyone knows about his story, the Amazon. Okay, so earlier he started to start a business in a garage through understanding of the businesses. He started a very small, and he wants to start with various products, but first of all he started with online selling of the books. And then you know what is the current scenario of Amazon. You ask anything, everything is available on Amazon right now. That is what is scaling in business. So this is a successful story of the Amazon, who started early in a small garage, he expecting some sort of funding from his parents, but can't able to get that much. But slowly he started with online books and now available all the items here. And what we can learn from this Amazon is simply identifying and managing risks. And most of the people when he started the business said 80% this business model is failure. But he stood on his ideation and then learn from mistakes and fixing his mistakes and move on, and he know when to give up. When there is no particular solution, he can give up and think in a different model. So this is the learning from the Amazon. And now exclusively we are going to discuss about the design thinking for library. So we learned that for design thinking we need to ideate, we need to empathize, and we need to think in innovative way for getting a solution for the problem statement. And here I am going to share an interesting story of robots in library. Yes, we can really need the robot technologies in the libraries. I will show this showcase. See, so many of the people, like in current Atmanirbhar Bharat, we are talking about innovation as a key term, and we are talking about innovations always. It's a buzzword. How innovation comes into the picture? Innovations are that we has created from the students. Whatever you are feeling as a problem, you can think out in the direction of creating the solution for that. And desirability is very much important, and viability, like whether this sustainability model is there or not, feasibility, technically feasible or not. Here I would like to mention yesterday Dr. D. Suryanarayana, Principal and Director of our institute, has mentioned a very good point, where we are all searching lot of information on Google and collecting lot of information with the help of Google and reading lots of WhatsApp messages and stories and everything. This is nothing but the gaining of the knowledge. And he has also given some sort of excellent inputs how the readable like activity and the mindset of the student can boost his own confidence. See, like innovation evolves like this. And whenever we want to get started, so many of students and people doesn't know where to start and how to start. So whenever there are some sort of discussions happening, so in libraries, for example, here we have the very good infrastructure library with lot of space, and whenever the student teams comes here and can discuss with the current technologies with referring the magazines whatever the available in our library, as we have some sort of online magazines and journals too. So from these journals and magazines we can discuss lot of things and we can get inspired from sort of successful stories. From this model inspiration we can ideate something. Ideation process is nothing but like how to move forward with the inspiration we got, with the resources we got. And then iteration is nothing but the continuous process how we can move forward for getting whatever we need. I will explain it very briefly here, the complete process. Inspiration is explained here as about the framing a design challenge and discovering new perspectives of the opportunity. So as we said earlier, wherever there is a problem, there is an opportunity. We need to grab it. So we need to frame the complete design challenge and discovering the new perspectives on the opportunity. If you have a challenge, you need to think about yourself, how do I approach it? How do I approach it and how to solve this problem? And then you need to go to ideations. Is nothing but generating ideas. How ideas will be generated? You need to think and rethink. You need to learn and unlearn. You need to listen lot of stories and you need to read lot of case studies and you need to discuss with your mentors, with your faculty and with your parents, with your friends and everyone. Whenever when there is a discussion happening, lot of ideas will be generated. And today I have discussions with some of our faculty and librarian and some other people, staff of our librarian. They have given excellent ideas to overcome some sort of problems. So I will share it soon when competition comes into the picture. And how do I interpret and express my ideas? So this is what you are going to discuss with your faculty and colleagues, friends and everyone. Then you will get some sort of an excellent idea for that. And about iteration is nothing but like continuous experimentation based upon the feedbacks. Whenever you're working on that, if it's not working, like if anyone comes with your prototype model and they can evaluate and judge, you can they will tell you how to apply in another way. Then step by step and slowly your idea will comes into the prototype and you need to test with the users and you need to refine it. For example, in our we are creating some sort of e-bikes. When you are test it on the prototype, then you can understand what are the challenges and what modifications you need to do it. So those are all comes into the iteration process and testing process. So when there is an inspiration, when there is an ideation and you are performing iteration model, and then you are ready to give an excellent solution to a problem. Some those problems only most of the startups are being started. Some of the attempts we can call from inspiration is nothing but discovering something new, hearing some important information from the people or the startups, from the founders or their successful stories or some failure stories, empathize, defining, everything comes into inspiration. As well, ideations are nothing but creating, prototyping, and discussing with your colleagues. And for iterations, we can also call it as implementation, experimentation, delivering, and evolution, testing. Everything comes here. So these are all the terms you need to really understand while thinking about a solution for a problem statement. And how we can connect with these libraries. So internally for the library, like more creative conference will be built up, and we can create the better project management processes, as well as stronger collaborative culture and strategic decision making. And for external partners, like you can connect with people, like greater partner engagement will be there. You can connect with the different department students and branches students to discuss about your problem and how can they solve. So multidisciplinary, like projects are very much encouraged from like government of India right now. Lot of initiations are there. Most of the competitions are in multidisciplinary things. So like if you want to develop a software with embedded with some sort of a hardware, so the guys with EEE, ECE, mechanical, CSE should be included. So then only we can get the new ideas, and there is an opportunity to new ways to connect with the community. And for both, increasing responses will be there, and effective services will be increases. And by using the design thinking, we can tackle any sort of challenges, especially in library. Like we can improve some sort of programs, like collaboration with the students of various branches and discussing about the new upcoming books and how to innovate and all the things we can able to discuss, and can conduct some different programs like this NLW 2020. And also we can increase the sort of services and utilizing the space of the library and also the complete systems. And now the interesting part is robots. Whether the robot in libraries are workable or not. Exactly, yes, I will show you. See, physical robots are there, and some cases like in Telegram we can develop the chatbots. Like that we can also develop some sort of bots. One guy who has developed this bot. See, for example, when you like this is not a fellow, this is a bot. Hi. Whenever you press the hi, library bot will give the answer as hello. Is the library open tomorrow? See, whenever like in festivals or Sundays with the students, like new joining students doesn't know whom to ask, whether the library timings and whether the library is open on the particular day and what is the timing of reference book or issues of the books allotted. If we can able to create these type of library bots, it's very much easy to the students to access each and every information about the rules of the library, and how many books are there, what are the available books, what books has been allotted to particular student, timings, everything will be automatically informed by the robot. So students, if you are capable or if you are thinking in this direction, you can also develop a bot which can give some sort of automatical answers to the queries, as same as the bots you are creating using this ML course in current happening courses. See, okay, this is one example of bots. In so many libraries, like the physical bots where I have shown in the left side. So like so many physical bots are helping the librarians to set up the books in a particular way or categorizing the books. This is also a challenge, and where if the mechanical students or the EEE or ECE, CSE students can collaborate with each other and can create a small robots for the library. And now I am entering into the second part about our contest, the sharing your ideas and innovations. I am explaining the process, and then you can able to understand. See, this is our library. Hope you guys so many times visited from this spot. This is the top floor of the library building. I know many of your photos are here only because it's a beautiful view of our library from the inside. What you found? Any problem here? If I say like this is a 3 floor, ground floor, first floor and the second floor. At the 3 level floors, when there is some sort of formation of dust at the pillars, it is highly risk and impossible to clean every day or every week at these particular positions. So this is a problem. So this is the empathize that a fellow cleaning with a high ladder is in risk. So we know the technology, we have engineering studies learnings, and how can we apply, how can we create, how can we give a solution to this particular problem to clean the dust in the highest parts of the building. If you ask me a hint, I can give the drone technology is there and the crawling robots are there. See, whenever I attended a TIE in 2018, one of the winners of TIGRAD championship in our national level and international level is crawling robots, where it cleans each and every glass of the tallest buildings. Most of the buildings tall with the glasses are available in Dubai, Singapore and like that countries. So here, if you can provide a solution how to clean with the drone technology or any robots or automated cleaning systems, you are most welcome to provide the solution for this. This is one problem statement we identified with the help of our librarian staff and everyone. You can provide the solutions for it. Second one, we already available lot of books, catalog and OPAC in our ECAP. If you found any better idea or the solution to easily access all the contents on your mobile, if you can able to develop a particular software, you are most welcome. However, this ECAP is working very much fine with all the information from our library. See, like when I am discussing with our fellow colleagues at library, they have given me some sort of excellent idea. Like one of the ideas is, if we can scan the cover page of the book, can we able to read all the content as index, not all the content, index of the book, what actually existed in the books and everything. Can you able to read the index of the book by scanning the cover page? If you can, try to think in this direction and provide a solution for that. However, in our library we have RFID barcodes are there. From the reader we can read the information. But whenever the student enters into the library, when he scans the cover page, can we get all the index important points from the library or about the author? Think in this direction. This is one problem statement. And an excellent idea has given by our librarian staff that whenever students enter into the library, automatically detects your face and needs to get all the information about your borrowed books and how many books are pending with you in your account. And if you want an issue, why not automatically issue the book and update it on same on the system in the student's account as well as in library account. This is also one problem statement. You can also think like this. So guys, think in these. This is not like contest questions. I'm showing you how the contest questions will be there. This is what an examples only. Okay, so guys, think in this direction and try to fill the form, like some category, introduce yourself there, who are your team, like who are you, what you are studying and everything. There on the Google form, define your challenge, what problem did you see and for which users. Here users are nothing but librarians are the users. Okay, library is the particular scenario here. So what problem did you see and how you can provide the solution for that. And third point is inspiration. Who did you talk to and observe and what were the top learnings? This is the self question. You need to talk with the people and you need to consult librarian and some other faculty members who helps you to generate some sort of excellent problem statements for the library, as well as ideations. What concepts did you come up with and how did you prototype them? So for today's contest for ideas and solutions, we are not asking about the prototypes. We only asking about what exactly the problem you are going to solve or what problem you found and what is the better solution. For your reference, I have given 3 or 4 problem statements. One this one, second one is this one, third one is scanning, fourth one is suggested by the library faculty about automatic registration of your book borrowing and everything like that, and iteration these are comes into the picture. If your problem statement as well as if your solution is in the top, we are going to provide mentoring as well as we support you to generate or to construct your prototype and into the product or services from your mentors. Okay, so hope you guys understood, and this is the URL. However, I am going to post on the same URL on Teams chat box. You can copy it. If you have any questions, let me ask please. I'm happy to answer your questions. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Like if you have any doubts regarding how to submit and everything, you can ask me the same. I'm copying the link here for your reference.
My dear students, anybody